Hi everyone, it is November 30th, 2012. I am doing an angel card reading for the month of December 2012. And with everything that many of us are expecting to happen in 2012, this could be an interesting reading for sure. I've talked about much of it on my radio show with Voice America, 7th Wave, Healing Possibilities with Tracy Makarenko. To me, the energy is definitely changing, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be a big, huge thing that happens on the 21st. It's more of a building up to and then a transformation moving into, much like a birthday coming up. So today I'm using Sylvia Browne's cards, my spiritual reading cards, and I kind of get the impression that today's reading is going to have a lot to do with things we need to complete before the end of the year. Things we want to get done, move through. Not exactly sure what, but that's just kind of the impression I'm getting. So again, I'm going to pick 3 cards, not from the top. That one's from the bottom. That one's from, well, 2 of them kind of from the middle. Alright, so you'll hear my cat in the background today. The first card is, it's your choice to make life easy or difficult. So choose to live with gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. And there's the card. Beautiful on the back side of these cards. So the saying in itself tells us a lot. It's your choice to make life easy or difficult. And many of us don't realize that is our choice, that we have that option to make those differences in our lives. And we get stuck in that place where we just keep living the same thing over and over again. There's a story of, a family, they divorce, and for whatever reason, the one person might just continue living in anger that they've been left behind, that it's that other person's fault, that they're so miserable, it's the other person's fault, that they don't have enough money, it's the other person's fault, that they're not happy. And so that's a choice we make, because it's nobody else's fault that we're happy or we're sad or we're miserable. It's only ourselves. We can change that entirely by changing our point of view of how we look outside the world. And I know this is probably stuff we've all heard before, but it's always a good reminder just to take a look at what's going on in your life, and is there something there that maybe you need to just kind of tweak a little bit and make a change so you can have a little bit something different. Are you blaming someone for something? Are you blaming yourself for something? Let go of that as well, because it's in the past. You need to get over it, and that will help heal whatever part of your body needs to be healed. So choose to live with gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. And so make that your affirmation. And repeat it daily. I choose to live with gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. So the second card is, never allow bigotry of sex, race, religion, creed, or politics to enter your life. Not seen this card before. So if you're struggling with something you think is wrong in your life, or you're again blaming someone because of whatever reason, you need to realize that that is holding you back from being who you really are. And when we spend time with ourselves and we go into our person, we can decide what parts of our person we want to keep and make a part of ourselves, and what parts of ourselves we want to let go and no longer be a part of. And this happens day to day, minute to minute. There's many parts of us that we just we don't like. Things we say and we wish we didn't say it. Think about it all day, all night, can't get to sleep. The next day we're still thinking about it. Let it go. Just let it go. You don't need to hang on to any of the things you've accidentally said, or things maybe you've said with thought, but now you feel bad about. We all make mistakes. We all say things we regret. And the only way to let that energy go between yourself and the person or people who are involved is by allowing it to release from your body. If you keep putting energy into the thought of what you said, you just keep re-triggering that energetic connection with the people that were involved with whatever was said or done, or whatever you did. So allowing that to release will actually help release and allow not only yourself to heal, but allow all those other people or person who were involved to heal. So the phone rings, you know who's on the other end of the phone. You pick it up, sure enough, you're right. It's the same type of connection. We all have these connections, and when we can feel something, typically the other people involved can feel it as well. It takes one person or the other to finally just let it go, and then it's gone. Some of us hang on to things much longer than we need to, and no matter what that looks like, it's important to not put it into a package and say, okay, well, I did that because of that. You don't even need to name it. You can just release it and allow it to be whatever it needs to be. Allow yourself to heal from it and hopefully take something away from it where you're learning not to continue the same behavior. So it's interesting here because there's, I think they're rocks, 2 rocks wrapped together. Looks like with green elastic bands, or it could be part of a palm tree. So it's about coming together as one with everyone. As difficult as it seems to be held together here, you can see that we all come together, whether it's a difficult situation or an easy situation. And with the holidays upon us, a lot of times we're brought together and it's a very difficult situation. So letting go of partners of our siblings that we don't like, or of our parents that we don't like, or even family members that we're having trouble communicating with or dealing with. Try and let that go. Try and figure out what the basis is of that. And you don't have to confront people about, you did this to me. It's all about coming back into yourself and realizing what happened and can you let that go. I've been struggling with the situation for a long time. I didn't have the answer around it. But what it comes down to is, if that relationship hadn't broken up, would I have evolved into the person I am? If that relationship hadn't broken up, would I have been happy if that relationship continued? And the answer is really no. And the main reason for that is because it broke up. So there was a reason for it. And so sometimes we just need to accept what happened within the situation and realize it was for our better good. As painful or as difficult or as damaging as that was, it was still for our better good, and we're in a better place now. So the third card, don't criticize others. It sets up negativity in your lower body. Quite a theme going on today. And there you go. Don't criticize others. This is kind of what we're talking about, including yourself. Don't criticize yourself. It sets up negativity in your lower body. And so we're talking about the base chakra, the sacral chakra, even the solar plex chakra, because those 3 chakras are very much a part of our human life. When we go into the heart, it transitions into the upper chakras, which then becomes more of a spiritual awakening. So it's about releasing the relationships and the anger, the anxiety, the frustration from our body and from other people's bodies, because you have to remember when we heal outwardly. So it includes 7 generations forward, 7 generations back, and everybody who's involved. And this could be even 1,000 people for one little healing that you're doing, because it's radiated outwards to include so many other people. So when we heal, like the situation I had, it included my heart, but it included all my lower chakras, because I didn't feel grounded in the idea of this relationship having, and I'm talking, it was, 30 years ago, and it really doesn't matter in my life right now, but for whatever reason it's come up recently, and it's something that's triggered something inside of me. So I needed to look at that situation and figure out why it was bothering me at this point in my life. And it was because I didn't receive any answers. But the answers are inside of me. And so we can go inside and we can see what those answers are. And for me, the answer was more to do with accepting myself for who I am now and not judging the person I was then or the people who were in my life then. They were helping set up my life for what it needed to be so I could grow into the person I am now. And so when you get to that point, then you can send out thanks and offer forgiveness, not only to yourself, but to everybody else who's involved. And it's important to get rid of a lot of these things, not only because we're going from 2012 into 2013, but it also has a lot to do with the fact that we're moving into this whole new energy starting on December 21st. And of course, it's been with us, it's building, and we want to have things cleared out so that we can transform like this butterfly into something new and something special, and not take along with us a lot of these issues that we carry in our body at this point, so we can start something fresh in our life. So I also wanted to mention that on my radio show, I have seven shows I did. They're like mini workshops on the chakras. So every show represents one chakra. And I've now bundled them, and they're on my website, www.healingpossibilities.com. They're under products, and it's bundled, and I'm now selling that 7 hours. It is an introduction to my workshop, which is called Learn the Basics, which usually takes place over 2 days. So the 7 hours is like 1 day of this workshop. And it includes personal experiences around the chakras, so you can get a better idea of what's involved. I talk about the dysfunctions, tools to help heal it. I do breath exercises, and there's meditations. And once you purchase this is yours. You can download it, and you can listen to it as many times as you want. So I just wanted to put that out there because this could be what you're looking for to help heal. We go through each chakra separately, starting at the base chakra, then the sacral, solar plex, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So it's taking you on a journey up the chakras and allowing you to heal. And you can listen to those as you need to through that healing process. So I want to thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and an excellent new year, and you'll hear from me on January 1st.